Dobra. To jest część druga. W pierwszej słabo było mnie słychać, tak sobie ten szybko spojrzałem. Ale gramy od razu, nie miałem żadnej przerwy. Miałem tylko przerwę szybką, żeby sobie wziąć coś jedzenia. Jesteśmy w Gryffindorze, to jest mój common room. Teraz będę starał się mówić głośniej. No zobaczymy jak będzie, no. Nagrywam to po to, żeby tak po prostu pomogę. Zawsze czasami coś się znajdzie fajnego czy coś, nie zdążę wziąć kamery, żeby nagrać, a tak to przynajmniej wszystko będę miał nagrane i będę mógł sobie potem po prostu to wycinać, czy sobie na to spojrzeć. O. Wszystkich fasolki, wszystkich słów Kubertiego bota. Tutaj. To jest troszkę uważana. To są jakieś reweliów tutaj jest zrobienie. Jakaś skrzynka. O! Tego nie było w innych komandach.
Revelia.
Czemu nie mogę czarów? Rozumiem, że nie mogę powiedzieć, że czerwak. Co tu mam jeszcze? Aha, nic nie słychać. Dobra, idziemy. Find your command room. Chętnie. Nie będę tego słyszał. Co? What the heck? Jestem czarciarz za portretem grubej damy? Takie wielkie to oni mają?
Must be different, starting Hogwarts in your 5th year.
Ugadujecie mnie? Kurde? Boże, jakie to jest wielkie! No jak byłem w innych domach, to było takie, schodzisz do tego, od razu masz to. Tutaj mogła iść w prawo, w lewo.
They're lucky they didn't end up as
Nelly.
I'm sure you used them.
A little room, everyone. Let him through.
I hope a professor catches her this time.
Shame you weren't born with
Still
wings.
not working. Ugh. I don't know what I'm doing wrong. It's not a complicated spell. I should be able to do it non-verbally. Why is this not working? Ugh. Oh, hello there. Welcome to Gryffindor. I'm Cressida. Pleasure to meet you, Cressida. Splendid theatrical arrival at the sorting ceremony last evening. Made it in by the skin of your teeth. Is it true that you're Professor Fig's protege?
I'm not sure I'd say that, but I did study with him a little before we arrived.
Blast. I was hoping you might have given me some advice on non-verbal casting.
Is that what you're trying to do just then?
Oh, yes. Having spotted trouble. I've mastered the charm using its incantation. This is proving a bit trickier.
Dobra, jak idziemy? Idziemy na Gryffindora, idziemy na troszkę czubka, czy losowo? Nie, wezmę po prostu tak jak mi się chce.
A little more practice ought to do it.
I practiced all summer.
Sure.
I can cast spells more complicated than this one without speaking. What's so difficult about this one? I'm just going to keep at it.
Yeah, let's go.
Well, good luck with it. It was nice to meet you, Cressida.
You as well. Enjoy your first day.
Dzięki. Co oni tu mają jeszcze?
That girl thinks she can get away with anything.
She gets bolder every year. She gets
If I get
bolder
caught, I shan't
every
offend
year.
you.
Why is everyone so highly strung? It's perfectly safe.
Something close?
Well, hello. Don't mind me. I find it helpful to change my point of view now and again. Put things in perspective. Once I made it to the top of Gryffindor Tower, from the outside, without a broom.
Goodness.
I'm Nellie, by the way. Nellie Ogspire. I've heard rumors about what happened to you on your way to Hogwarts. Is it true? About the dragon?
Yes, our carriage was attacked by a dragon.
Crikey, I can't believe it. How thrilling. And also terrifying. Anyway, you've certainly brought some much needed excitement to Gryffindor. And Hogwarts, for that matter.
I take it you're not afraid of heights?
It's something I've always done, since I was little. My mother once found me on the roof when I was 5. Still has no idea how I got there. But with all the strange hallways and rooms in the castle, and everything lurking in and outside the grounds, you don't need to scale a tower to see something incredible here.
Czy chce mi się tutaj... Nie chce mi się z nią
I'm
grać.
sure I'll be seeing you around, either in our common room or when you scale the next tower.
You never know. Bye for now.
Lubię ją. What the heck? A, to znicz jest, dobra. Dobra, też chcę.
I would really like someone to try it.
Siema.
Sure you don't want to try it? Brewed it myself.
Oh, yes, a friend of Professor Weasley. Thank you, Gareth, so am I. Are you related to Professor Weasley?
I am. She's my aunt.
Znaczy ona... Nie wiem, must be awkward. Nah.
You must be able to get away with anything.
The opposite, actually. Aunt Matilda tends to treat me as if I'm a first year, keeps too close an eye on me. It's all a bit suffocating, to be honest. Still, she means well, and she's an incredibly powerful witch. She'll have your back.
Dzięki.
Are you having butterbeer for breakfast?
Oh no, I've been perfecting a recipe I came up with over the summer. I'm almost there, based on some reactions that may need a bit more work.
Seems you enjoy brewing. Might I assume that you have talent for potions of all sorts?
Well, as I see it, there's a difference fundamentally between brewing modification to butterbeer and a Wiggin' potion. Though I'm not certain Professor Sharp would make the connection. He doesn't appreciate my creativity as much as you might think.
Dobra, nice.
Well, it was nice meeting you, Gareth, and thank you for the insights on your aunt.
Pleasure to meet you as well. Good luck today.
You Gryffindor. Professor Weasley's waiting for you outside the common room.
Good morning. I trust you're ready for your first day at Hogwarts?
I've been dreaming of this day for a long time. Can't believe I'm here.
Well, you are here. Make the most of it. You only have one first day at Hogwarts. Now, in light of your unique situation, joining us as a 5th year, you'll need to catch up with your classmates and not fall behind. Especially as you'll be expected to complete your OWLs at the end of the year.
OWLs? Owls?
Yes, your ordinary wizarding level exams. They will determine what type of career you can have when you leave here. After much discussion with the headmaster and the Department of Magical Education at the Ministry, we've devised something extraordinary to ensure your success. Here you are.
What is it?
It is a wizard's field guide. It will help you to keep track of what you are learning so that you master all that's expected of a 5th year. You would be wise to take full advantage of this exceptionally valuable resource.
Thank you, Professor, but what do you mean it will keep track of what I'm learning?
Perhaps seeing it in action will answer any questions you may have. Walk with me and we shall put it to the test. The guide appears to have some information for you about that painting of poor Barufio. Simply cast Revelio on it, and we'll see what the guide says.
Revelio.
This portrait depicts the wizard's Baron of from his brain using as an example of what happens when the indication of is spoken. He wants it S instead of F, and found himself on the floor with a floor on his chest. Open. Start. Gdzie to jest? Please guide. A, samo się sprostowało. A nie, bo jeszcze nie zrobiłem, dobra. Odbierać. A, co to było? Co? 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 Cóż? Widać. Taka. Change appearance. O, mogę już to wszystko mieć? Co to? Jakieś fajne? Ja na razie wolę bez. Toksy, chcę mieć toksy. O, toż ty, nie wiem toksów. Skąd mam toksy? Te na zdjęciu wyglądają fajnie, ale jak weźmiesz to już nie za bardzo. No toksów uważać. Jak weźmie ktoś fajne oksy, to zobaczę. Będzie bez tego. No, idziemy dalej. Tu jeszcze to jest super. Collections, other parties. Idziemy dalej. Follow.
Clever, isn't it?
Find yourself taking
Keep your eyes open for more opportunities like that, inside and outside of the castle.
O! Nie można tutaj zmisować tego. To jest jedna z lepszych opcji. Jest cała
No time
cutscene.
to waste. You've classes to attend.
Shut up! Trzeba pogłaskać kotka. Jakie no time to... Jak śmiesznie zatrzymywać. Tak tu mogę odejść, pooglądać. Nie, kot zniknął!
Ah, good timing. Perfect opportunity to show you how to use flue flames to get around a bit quicker. Your field guide contains a map of the castle. Open it up and find Central Hall. And here we are.
A nie, dobra.
Quite the time saver.
Wiem.
These stairs lead directly to Central Hall.
Za każdym. Każdy ten.
You can get almost anywhere in the castle quickly from Central Hall. Always something happening here. It's the heart of the hive, our King's Cross station, so to speak. That should be all for now. You'll be expected to attend both charms and defense against the dark arts classes today. And I'd like to be sure you get to Hogsmeade as soon as possible to replace the supply shops on the way here.
Thank you, Professor Weasley.
A lot to absorb on your first day, and you have much to learn. Happily, your professors have agreed to create additional assignments for you outside of class. You'll be up to speed in no time. Judging by your adept use of Revelio earlier, I'd say Professor Fig succeeded in at least showing you the basics.
He did, Professor.
He's been terribly vague as to the events preceding your arrival, specifically about what happened after that awful dragon attack. My suspicion is that there's more to the story than a search for belongings and an extended trip up to the castle.
Dobra. Po pierwsze, lubię Figa. To jest mój 4. gameplay. We wszystkich 3 poprzednich powiedziałem, że nie ma. Więc teraz zobaczę, że jest. Zobaczymy, co będzie.
We did take a bit of a detour on the way here. Ended up exploring some ruins and... I shouldn't say more.
Exploring ruins? Well, I presume Professor Fig has his reasons for keeping the details to himself for now. Speak of the devil, Professor Fig. Your ears must have been burning. Oh? Yes. You seem to have provided our new 5th year with a solid foundation in the basics of spellcasting.
I'm afraid I can't take all the credit there, Professor. They've a rare aptitude for magic, it seems.
Well, I'm just glad you both arrived in one piece. Perfectly good boats and carriages to Hogwarts, and you chose to fly in the path of a dragon.
I wouldn't say I chose the dragon's path, Professor. Although, unfortunately, it would seem that it chose us.
Very well. Enough chit-chat. I need to get to class myself. Might I rely on you, Professor Fig, to explain the details of the field guide's map?
Of course.
Thank you.
Ciekawe, czy powie to samo.
Good luck today. And remember to use your field guide. It will be invaluable to you. And invaluable to me, as I'll be using it to keep up to date on your progress.
Yes, Professor.
Come and find me in my classroom after you've attended both classes today, and I'll explain more about those assignments I mentioned. And we'll see if we can't get you to Hogsmeade for those supplies.
Okay. Co powie ten?
It's good to see you, Professor.
And you. I was hoping our paths would cross today, before you immersed yourself in studies. Did I hear you and Professor Weasley talking about exploring ruins?
Kurde.
Yes, sir. But I didn't tell her anything else about our travels here. I will say, I think she suspects we're not being entirely forthcoming.
Yes, well, Professor Weasley is a brilliant and astute witch. It was right to keep the details to yourself for now. We don't know where this path will embark upon will lead. It may require a bit more flexibility with your time than she would approve of, and she may feel obliged to share details with the headmaster that would be better left between us.
Understood, Professor.
Good. Now, as capable as you are, I believe the ability you possess obliges you to be well trained. Happily, you have the benefit of an exceptionally skilled team of witches and wizards to guide you. Speaking of guides, and so that I may avoid another not so subtle truth from Professor Weasley, why don't I show you the clever enchantment we included in the field guide's map? Unfold it and have a look.
Dobra, czyli masz 4 postacie, które możesz grać. Czyli można... Jak odpowiadasz profesorowi Weasley, możesz wybrać 2 opcje. I po tym jak temu odpowiadasz, można 2 opcje po tym jak powiesz. Czyli jest... Załóżmy, że jest A i B, opcja A i B. Jak możesz wybrać albo A u profesora Weasley i potem A u tego, albo A u profesora Weasley i B u tego, figa. Albo masz B i A, B i B. Ciekawe. To są 4 bez. A to 1, A B to 2, B A to 3, B B to 4. To jest dobra, open map. Idziemy dalej. This represents main quests. Completing main quest for the story. Jak są zablokowane, to jeszcze nie możesz. I klęcia zdobywasz jak ten. Dobra, co używam się? Levioso dostajemy, a tu dostajemy akcją. Akcją chcemy pierwsze. Bo jest bardziej przydatny niż Levioso. Tak, bo ten. Dobra, track jest. I idziemy dalej.
The magazine charge detail you find your way.
That's really helpful. Thank you.
Now, it sounds like you've got ahead of classes and trip policy business, including your one. You'll join Scotland. He's an exceptional class, a good friend. I'm sure Jack will have more information about her mysterious fate. For now, focus on the classes and pay attention. More than your hands later, I'll have to be able to master these laws.
Dobra. Tak sobie pomyślałem, że nagrywam czarny kompas. Cast charm kompas. Charm kompas will be configured. A, to dobra.
Hello, I don't believe we've met. Oh, hello, I'm Nora. Pardon me if I seem a little distracted at the moment. Everyone thinks I'm utterly balmy. Samantha thinks I'm potty. But it's this painting. I never noticed it before. If I know Hogwarts, and I do, an empty frame doesn't appear for no reason. There's something more to this.
If I have the time, I may look. Could be intriguing.
I've been racking my brains long enough. I hope you'll have better luck than I have.
Dobra. I od razu możemy to zrobić.
Do come and find me if you stumble on something illuminating that solves the mystery.
Lewis, that's not my I should have gone the same way. This looks like a piece of painting. What piece of
Gregory the Smart. This statue with an ingrating green depicts the medieval wizard George the Smarmy. George is called an unctuous unction, a potion that makes the drinker believe whoever gave them potion is their best friend. Okay. Oh, siemajlo.
Lumos.
Siemajlo.
I should tell Lenora that I solved the puzzle of that empty frame.
Pytanie, idziemy do kolejnego Dixa, czy na miłą osóbkę, która powie, co się dzieje? Dobra.
Lenora, I solved the mystery of that painting.
You did? How?
Dobra, probably.
I found the location depicted in the painting, and then I cast Lumos to guide a moth back to the frame.
Przerwa.
All very logical, I suppose. Pity I was so close to solving it. You have a knack for solving riddles. Natty's good at that too. So is Meat, although he does tend to over-explain. Well, I'm glad someone figured it out.
Dobra.
The moth! I should have seen that.
Dobra. Jedną taką przywilej, że ja w zupełności nie pamiętam, może nie w zupełności, ale dużo rzeczy nie pamiętam, więc zrobiłem rzeczy, nie pamiętam gdzie, bo pamiętam, że było nadal gdzieś quest i dlatego konkurs już byłem zrobiłem, grałem przez to. Dobra, gdzie w ogóle mam iść? Oczywiście, że złą stronę się... O, to są te śliwki takie. Kurde, ale mnie gardło się zatkało, musiałem się wyciszyć na nas.
Revelio.
Nie wiem, czy ja mówię wystarczająco głośno, czy nie. Mam nadzieję, że tak. Jedziemy dalej. Oczywiście otwieramy poziom Defensive Dunker Towers, dobra. Nowe te grafiki. Grafiki, odgłos sam jak się wsłuchacie, że chodzisz. Że jest różnica jak chodzisz po drewnie, czy po kamieniach, czy po trawie, schodach. Czy po
Professor Ronan tends to go on a bit. We sometimes have to remind him to finish the lesson.
Some of us don't necessarily want him to get back to the lesson.
Broomsticks are going out of style, I think.
Całkiem różnica jest. Dobra, Begin Quest. Jedziemy.
Yeah, behind you. There's an open seat here. Thank you.
Hello, I am Nettie. So you are the new student. Have you met Professor Ronan yet?
Shall we begin? Welcome to year 5 of Chat. This will be a crucial year in your education of the art of charm. I am confident that you will take all the passion and requisite of such a challenge.
Right. Now, everyone, please open your textbooks to page 517. But before we begin, can anyone here tell me the difference between the incantations of the color change and growth charms? Anyone? Anyone? I am afraid it is too late to study now. My, the summer months must have really taken a toll on you all. By the looks of it, you all spent your holidays practicing Obliviate on one another. Do you even remember how to perform a basic summoning charm? Well, it seems that we are in dire need of review. Everyone get into pairs and take positions on opposite sides of the classroom. Now let's put those textbooks to use as the blunt objects you so believe they are, and take turns summoning them out of one another's hands. Only one book will be needed per partnership, Miss Dale. Thank you. Get into place now.
That is not bad. You are a swift learner. I see a lot of potential, but remember, potential is nothing without practice. Keep at it. You might just rival Miss Onai here. Very good, everyone. That's enough of that. Well, as you all seem to have the basics down, and it is an exceptionally lovely day, I was thinking that we might have ourselves a little excursion outside for a spot of fresh air. After me.
I've always found that fun goes hand in hand with mastery, as I'm sure the Quidditch players amongst us would agree. So, what better than a bit of sport to put our prowess with the summoning charm to the test, right? So why don't we have our newest student start us off? Very simply, cast Accio on one of the spheres and relinquish your charm at the last possible moment. Now, think of this like gobstones, if you will. But instead of throwing the marbles out, you are summoning them toward you. The trick is to pull the sphere as far as possible, but not a bit more, or it'll fall, yes? Now, I could keep talking about theory all day, but practice is the best professor. Show us how it's done. Very good. Excellent control there. Splendid!
150.
Very good. Points to Gryffindor.
That was perfect.
But there's certainly no sport in playing without some friendly competition. Miss Onai, would you care to give our new student a bit of a challenge? Come on up. You'll be the blues, just as before, and Miss Onai, you are playing red. Clear?
Yes, sir.
Very good. Let us see this. That is how it's done. Use up. There we go. Brilliant.
Let us make this a bit more interesting, shall we?
I think we are well past interesting at this point.
I'll say.
Enough chatter. Focus now. You will need it. This round settles it all.
Watch this.
Ale to było słabe.
Yes!
That's it!
Not exactly a typical lesson, is it? Not that I mind.
Nice, easy.
Well done. Be sharp.
Oh. That's a shame.
There we go.
Ale perfekcyjnie to było.
A perfect score. Remarkable. Very good, both of you. Well done. Class is dismissed. Gather your things on the way out.
O,
Good game back there. I must admit, I think I underestimated you. Took me weeks to become proficient with Accio. Took weeks for me to get anything right when I transferred here. It gets easier, I promise.
That's good to hear. It's a lot to take in all at once.
To put it lightly, I remember how I felt when I first arrived. I transferred here from Ouagadougou just before my 4th year. My mother received an offer to teach divination here. Before I knew it, we had left Uganda and were halfway around the world at a new school in a new country.
Well, it's been nice talking and competing with you.
And with you. Ah, I think Professor Ronan wants to talk to you. Better not keep him waiting. Until next time.
until next time.
Of course,
Idziemy gadać.
you can use
A
Accio
word,
on
if you
humans,
would.
if you're so inclined.
Well, you'd be using it on clothing, to be precise, Sebastian. You know it won't work on humans.
Ciekawe. Can someone close on someone. Czy możesz przywołać... Nie możesz osób przywoływać, ale możesz ubrania, które są na nich, czyli ona określiłaś ciało.
You wanted to speak with me, Professor?
I did. I trust your first charms lesson lived up to expectation.
Well, an outdoor competition wasn't exactly the lesson I was expecting, sir.
What charm is there in the expected? You did well, managing to best as gifted a student as Miss Unai.
Thank you, Professor. I enjoyed the match.
Miss Unai is always a fierce competitor, though I sense that she is a bit distracted of late. Now, Professor Weasley has asked that your professors give you instruction outside of the ordinary curriculum. Expect to hear from me soon regarding a special assignment that I am preparing for you.
Okej. Się wejść na górę? Nie. Dobra, idziemy dalej. Robimy... Ja odkryłem. Najlepiej zrobić na początku gry.
Hello there. You're the new student, aren't you?
Hello, you wanted to speak to me. Samantha Dale, I've been eager to meet you. You're the student everyone's been whispering about. Hope your first day's going well. You certainly seemed older and charms. I've been fortunate. Beginner's luck. My brother William would tell you not to be so humble and to trust your abilities. Then again, he tends to be overconfident in his. Well, better see if my charms don't work. I'm afraid I can't count on beginner's luck to impress Professor Ronan.
Okej. Myślałem, że coś... Dobra. Na razie mieliśmy taki krótki wstępik. No. Nie wiem, co ja mówiłem. A, że...
Lumos.
Robię główne misje na początku. W miarę szybko, żeby zdobyć zaklęcia, a potem... Kurde, to... Gdzie to jest? Znowu mam z tym problem zawsze. Znowu, zawsze. Jak się znajdzie, to się znajdzie, jak się nie znajdzie, to się znajdzie. Żeby zdobyć zaklęcia, które mógł potem używać, żeby robić poboczne misje, prawda? Bo tak to właśnie... Defense against dark arts.
Is that all you've got?
Professor Hecat!
Perhaps you'd be good enough to blast each other to pieces in your own time. I get new students every year, but I only have one Hebridean black skull.
Savage.
It was a token from the Great Poacher Raid of 1878. No doubt you've heard of it. Now, you may be asking yourself how an old woman like me single-handedly took out the largest poacher ring in eastern Wales and lived to boast about it. Knowledge. To the wise, age matters very little. Today we will review a spell that has saved me from death at the hands of dark wizards more times than I care to remember. Levioso.
Levioso? A levitation charm?
Levioso! A surprised opponent is a weak opponent. Care to defend yourself, Master Pruitt? No? One thing I've learned as an unspeakable is the value of simplicity, especially in the heat of battle. Now, let's practice what we've just learned, starting with something small.
Levioso.
Now, let's try something a little larger. Let us begin with a basic cast. See how the dummy deflected your cast? This time, cast Levioso first, then the basic cast. Remember, a surprised opponent is a weak opponent, as Master Pruitt so artfully helped me demonstrate. Good. Now, well done. Very good. But the best way to practice is by dueling. We'll start with you two. Duelists, take your marks.
Time for a proper Hogwarts welcome.
Now, I want a fair duel, using only Levioso, basic cast, and Protego. You may begin.
Quick learner.
Not bad for a beginner. You give as good as you get.
I put you on the spot, and you rose to the challenge. Points to Gryffindor.
Thank you, Professor Hecat. Glad to have the opportunity to practice.
If what I've seen today is any indication, we can expect great things from you. I demand excellence from my students. They are capable of achieving it, and they must achieve it. A classroom duel is one thing, but battling dark wizards, or as ever more likely goblins, is a different kettle of Gryffindors entirely.
Understood, Professor.
So, I'd advise you to keep practicing whenever you can. Perhaps Mr. Sallow will have some ideas for you. Again, well done today. I shall reach out soon with additional assignments. All right. That's enough spectacle for one day. Class is dismissed.
Class is dismissed. Tam coś było. Dobra, najpierw tu coś.
I'd hate to face Professor Hecat in a duel.
If you know the right spells, it's dark wizards that'll fear you, not the other way around.
Revelio.
No to dobrze, jedzą w ten świecie się. Black Skeleton. Blokowane. Idziemy dalej.
Nice work.
Dzięki.
I enjoyed that.
Well, that duel was quite something. Everyone will be talking about it.
It was certainly good practice.
Practice. It felt more like I was dueling an expert. Sebastian Sallow, by the way. Didn't expect a new student to be so deft with a wand. Then again, perhaps this wasn't your first duel.
I've dueled enough. Consider yourself lucky I held back.
Huh, fair enough. You owe me an honest duel when you aren't. You know, you might be a perfect fit for a certain exclusive, unsanctioned dueling organization.
Exclusive and unsanctioned. Count me in.
Excellent. Knew I was right about you. If you want to get the most out of your time at Hogwarts, you're going to need to break the rules now and then. Whether it's joining a secret dueling club, or sneaking into the restricted section of the library, you just have to be clever enough not to get caught.
Thank you, Sebastian. I'll keep that in mind.
Good. Pleasure chatting with you. I'm sure I'll see you soon. Perhaps somewhere unsanctioned? We'll see if your performance today was sheer luck or actual skill. Look for Luke and Brattleby near the Clock Tower entrance. If you're interested.
If you're interested.
Till next time.
Okej. Idziemy dalej. Tyle razy w to grałem. 3. Muszę szukać, gdzie to jest. Czasami robię zdjęcia telefonem.
Pete was in a mood the other day.
Revelio.
This is kind of an Irish phoenix or ogre.
gone.
Why do you think black's white?
Revelio.
Gdzieś jest, słyszę to przecież. Czy nie słyszę?
Lumos.
W razie z...
Revelio.
Spashes are really non-descriptive. As far as spashes go, however, the mishandling of a crop plus movement is extended.
I deserve a location that warrants pride.
If you ask any Hufflepuff, they'll tell you there's a badger in their common room.
Always wondered what the other house's common room was like. Oh, that's cool. Still, I do wonder.
Dobra, robimy misję dalej. Sidequest na Facebook, dobra. Nie. Profund, to mi się nie chce teraz tego robić. Trzeba tak z czasami sprawdzać, o. Ale pójdźmy tutaj. A potem zobaczymy. A chwila, nie wiem. To jest jak mi quest. To nie mam tego questa. Muszę pójść do mapy. Tu, pogadać z nim. To jest na tych questach. Muszę to zrobić. Tylko mówię.
If you put a foot wrong, it's just, well, there's a rather foul odor. Oh dear.
Jedziemy. To mnie nie interesowało, co to jest, bo to jest Patronus, mysz. To jest śmierciożerca, tylko to nie jest śmierciożerca, być może to jest jeszcze nie...
Revelio.
Ilias. It's mainly been the young orphan wizard Ilias, who famously saved his entire village from an army of Dementors. Czyli to jest Dementor, reprezentacja Dementora, okej. And the dark wizard Rachidian, by conjuring a mouse patronus. Rachidian. Rachidian też jest Patronusa. Next poziom, czy to jest? Idziemy dalej.
Velio.
Tu coś jest.
Leviosa.
O, i jest lokacja. I mam.
It's a relief to finally have an answer as to why that portrait was empty. Revelio.
Oh dear.
Is everything all right?
Oh, hello. Nice to see you again. Thank you for asking. And I'm afraid everything's not all right. I may be in a spot of trouble with the librarian. You might recall that I was trying to cast non-verbally when we met in the common room. Well, I mastered that. And now I've taken to creating my own charms. Thought I'd perfected my light as a feather charm to use on my library books. My arms get so tired carrying them around all day. But I must have confused the Latin word for feather with bird in my incantation, because when I opened my bag just now in the library, they literally took flight.
That sounds brilliant, actually.
Thank you. Somehow I don't think the librarian will see it that way. I collect the books and remove the charm myself, except this isn't the first time one of my charms has threatened a piece of the library. Our mate told Madam Scribner they were my books lying around. She said if I caused her any more trouble, she'd write to my parents. Perhaps you could get them for me. They're only 5. She won't be suspicious of a new student looking around.
Why did I tell you?
Why did our meet tell Madam Scribner that they were your books?
Oh, to be perfectly honest, I don't think he meant any harm. I think he was impressed, bragging on my behalf. Amit spends a lot of time gazing at the stars, but he knows a good charm when he sees one.
I suppose I could help if I have the time.
Oh, I'd very much appreciate it. One of the books is my diary. I'd rather it not fall into the wrong hands. If you could collect them and bring them to me, I can remove the charm.
I'm going to have to use vacuum to get to those. Got it. Only 4 more to go.
This must be Cressida's diary. I'd want this back too if I were her.
That if he wasn't Professor Weasley's snake, then he would be expelled by now. Our proof is unbecoming portion of it. Although I still prefer it by wcale nie przeczytałem właśnie diary. Dobra.
That's the last book. Now to take them back to Cressida.
Jasne, take them back. Keep them.
Revelio. Lumos.
She's always showing up at that.
Te mowy są takie... Czasami tyle czasu spędzam szukając ich, potem jak je znajdę, muszę szukać, kurde, gdzie był ten frame. Gra jest po angielsku, więc mogę mówić czasami po angielsku, bo takie coś chciałbym mieć wam. Półka jest takim... Dobra. Więc... Mieszam właśnie w taki sposób. Nawet tak gram, to już mi po prostu pomaga.
It's a relief to finally have an answer as to why that portrait was empty. Revelio. Hello, Cressida. I collected your books, including your diary.
Oh, what a relief. Thank you. I'll happily take the heavy lot off your hands now.
Perhaps you want to keep the diary a secret. Dobra. Przeczytam to myśli.
Here you are.
Well, lesson learned. I certainly won't be practicing any charms in the library again anytime soon. Now, to work out where I went wrong, perhaps I should start brushing up on my Latin. Thank goodness some people are trustworthy. Certainly wouldn't want anyone but me reading my diary.
Nie było nic jakiegoś jeszcze side questa. Ale zobaczymy. Robimy taki miks. Trochę tych i trochę tych. Oczywiście teraz jak...
What about the room, Professor?
I was thinking the same thing, Deke. Perhaps you could help.
Oh, excuse, Deke.
Ah, there you are. I trust your first classes went well?
They did, Professor.
I heard as much from Professors Hackett and Ronan. Seems Professor Fig taught you quite a bit during your brief detour near... what was it you said? Some ruins? I'd wager there's a good deal more to your travels here than what you've told me. Isn't there?
Have you and Professor Fig not discussed my training?
He continues to be reticent about the details, mentioning only a few spells. Revelio, was it? And Lumos? That's correct, Professor. I see. I'm trying to get a sonnet from a streamer. Regardless, you must continue to build on what you've learned. In that regard, I've asked your professors to help hasten your progress with some extra assignments.
Professor Ronan did mention something about that.
In fact, Professor Ronan will meet you outside momentarily to assign your first one. Now, regarding the trip to Hogsmeade I mentioned earlier, we've arranged to replace the supplies lost on your way here, including seeds, potion recipes, and spellcrafts.
Thank you, Professor.
And Mr. Ollivander will connect you with the perfect wand. You've managed your classes well with a borrowed wand, but you'll find the magic you cast with your own wand to be far superior.
I'm eager to get to Hogsmeade.
Very well. I'd like you to make your first visit to the village with a classmate. Help you get your bearings. Perhaps Sebastian Sallow or Natsai Onai. I've noticed you spending time with them.
I'd like to go with Sebastian.
Glad to hear it. Mr. Sallow is a capable young wizard, and he knows the area. He'll keep you well clear of any of Victor Rookwood's undesirables en route.
Rookwood?
A rather unsavory local. Best to avoid him and his associates, including his right hand of sorts, Theophilus Harlow, if you can. Once you've finished Professor Ronan's assignment, your friend will meet you at the castle doors. No time to waste. The sooner you complete your work, the sooner you can enjoy a butterbeer at the Three Broomsticks.
Ah, there you are.
You have a new spell to teach me, Professor?
Indeed I do, and an exceedingly useful one at that. The mending charm, Reparo. Fixes things right up, makes a broken object good as new in the blink of an eye.
This seems as if that might come in handy.
More frequently than one would imagine. As Professor Weasley mentioned, I am not the only one who will be teaching you spells outside of class in an effort to catch you up with your peers. A number of your professors have agreed to do so as well, but first, each shall ask that you complete a few preliminary tasks to hone your magic. I have arranged some for today. See them through and then report back to me. We will have you casting Reparo in no time.
I'll start on the task right away, Professor.
Collect flying person is broken. To collect the flying person defensive and attacks. Okay.
Got it. A flying page must be around here somewhere. Brilliant.
Don't get too cocky simply because you had one victory over Sallow. He never backs down from a fight. If you singe my robes, Peeves. Professor Weasley is
Set! I trust the preliminary. Marvelous. You clearly know your way on basic charms. Let us give the old ending charm a try then, shall we? Remember to be deliberate in your enunciation and movements. I want to see some vigor. Now, one at a time.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Remember, your wand is a conduit for magic. That's it. Very good. If you would like to practice mending something, have a go with that broken statue in the alcove by the water. It allegedly symbolized heartbreak. Perhaps a jilted lover thought it too accurate and lashed out.
Parrot.
Nicely done. Works like a charm, doesn't it?
Prepare it.
Something quite satisfying about using the mending, isn't there?
To co? Co będzie dalej? Co dalej mam? Pogadam z moim. Pogadam z nim i zobaczymy, co będzie dalej.
Miss cheering everyone on was magnificent fun.
Revelio. Revelio.
Region of Scotland, which contains the Hebrides, native home of the Hebridean black dragon.
Glad you could make it. Lucan's just over there.
Can I help you?
Sebastian told me to see you about a club.
If Sebastian vouches for you, that's all I need to know. I coordinate duels, crossed wands, a dueling club of sorts. His invitation only, so you must have really impressed Sebastian.
I'm flattered to hear that. Sebastian's not a bad duelist either.
Imagine it's quite something to see the two of you duel.
How does crossed wands work exactly?
You show up, I match you with other duelists, and whoever is still standing in the end wins. It's our way of determining the school's greatest duelist once and for all. And to liven things up, the winner is awarded a prize. Interested?
Of course, dueling's an entertaining pastime.
I agree. Besides, in cross ones, you can duel a partner if you like. Your first time I'll pair you with Sebastian. Next time, you'll need to bring a partner along, or duel alone. So, care to step into the ring?
Get me in the ring.
Spectacular! Let the fireworks begin!
We'll make you regret signing up.
That looks painful. Care to try another round?
Dobra, teraz trzeba zagrać taktycznie. Teraz zagrałem na pałę.
Pity more people can't watch the duels.
Nice work. Sebastian wasn't wrong about you. There's strong competition ahead, but keep this up and you could be the next school champion.
Brilliant. Count me in.
I shall. Now, it takes time to organise these duels, but check with me later. I may have something lined up for you. Again, congratulations on your first Crossed Wands victory. Well fought.
O, nie mogę jeszcze, dobra. Czyli odblokowałem One Handles, ale nie mogę jeszcze założyć, bo jeszcze nie wiem, czy to coś tam da. Co dalej? A, quest. No, 3:33.
Hogwarts is a second home to me. Feeling a bit nostalgic about leaving one day.
It's a relief to finally have an answer as to why that portrait was empty.
Someone was sat by the fire.
No i let's go! Cały czas zapomniałem, żeby mieć trochę głośno. Mam dzisiaj pomysł.
I wish we didn't have to look at least a bit comfortable with it.
Revelio.
Flat side of the daggers.
The student statue bears the likeness of Pango Dawn, fearless feline mouse hunter and devoted student.
The things leap. I feel I'd be safer if I were being schooled by Rookwood.
Well, fancy meeting you here.
Hello, Sebastian.
Ah, my new charge. I'm told you're in dire need of supplies, and I'm to accompany you into Hogsmeade for them. Is this your first foray into the village?
It is. I haven't left the castle since I arrived.
Well, I shall endeavour to be the very best of guides, then. Hogsmeade's a charming little place. Self-contained, too. We should be able to find you everything that you need. Shall we? I was glad Professor Weasley asked me to join you today.
As am I. Thank you, by the way.
Of course. You're the only one who's ever bested me in a duel. The way I see it, I'd be wise to keep an eye on you. Speaking of Weasley, she seems to have taken quite a shine to you.
Has she? That's nice to hear.
I'm still surprised that a professor would entrust me with anything, given my detention record.
Spend a lot of time in detention, do you?
Just enough to keep me well-rounded. Speaking of detention, this trip to Hogsmeade might have saved me from one.
Glad I could be of service.
Madam Scribner, the librarian, was on the hunt for me, as is often the case. Professor Weasley came to retrieve me, and I was able to convince old Scribner that I had somewhere to be.
So how did you manage to get on the librarian's bad side?
Well, I suspect it's a matter of differing opinions. She thinks I shouldn't be allowed in the restricted section, and I, on the other hand, am inclined to disagree. Oh, just one moment. This is an excellent spot to gather lacewing flies. They're pretty to look at. If you stew them long enough, they make a powerful potion ingredient.
Kurde, przeglądamy. To niezłe wyżenie. O, tu już to nie działa. Nie wiem, Dobra, coś tam nie
Merlin's beard from the Forbidden Forest. Look!
What's going on?
See for yourself. Quite a sight, isn't it? You certainly don't see that every day.
Do you think Poppy's already seen the hippogriffs?
Absolutely.
Like we already named.
To the left is the Forbidden Forest. Out of bounds to all students.
Hence the name.
Precisely. They think it's too dangerous. I think they need to have more confidence in our defensive abilities. Ah, you can see Hogsmeade just past those ruins up ahead. Have you had much of a chance to explore the castle?
A little. It's positively enormous.
It is that. I've been there 5 years and barely scratched the surface. Loads to see, places to discover.
Oh, any you'd like to share with the class?
Perhaps one day. I can't go around telling you all my secrets now, can I? You still haven't told me how you became so good at dueling. I've always thought Thestrals pulling a carriage a bit grim. Though I suppose most people don't actually see them at all.
But you can see them.
Unfortunately. But you've seen quite a bit yourself firsthand too. Most notably that dragon attack. Hopefully the rest of your year isn't as eventful. Mr. Moon! He's the Hogwarts caretaker. Looks a bit worse for wear. Hello, Mr. Moon. Have you met our new 5th year?
Pleasure. You might want to turn back, Mr. Sallow. Turn and run.
Is everything all right, sir?
Oh, look right at me. Eyes big as saucers.
What did, Mr. Moon?
Demi-guys. Ugly and airy and terrifying. I shall be at the castle where it's safe. Good luck to both of you.
A demi-guise? I don't know what he's putting in his pumpkin juice, but he's obviously had too much of it. I've never seen Mr. Moon in such a state. Mr. Moon is quite the character. My sister Anne thinks he's lovely, but I'd say he could improve a bit as a caretaker.
Oh, is your sister in Slytherin too?
She is, or rather, she was. She's not well at the moment, but she'll be better soon and back at Hogwarts. Honestly, if one could bottle the magic of this place. I don't know if it's the shops or the people, but there's just something about Hogsmeade. We all flock to it like moths to a flame.
Stop at leaving their
So how would you like to do this? Weasley told me you had a list of things to get, a wand and some other bits.
Yes, Dittany seeds, some spellcrafts, and some potion recipes.
Perfect. Can't wait to see what you do with the new wand. And a short list gives you plenty of time to poke around the village. I just have to pop into a shop to find something for my sister. Let's meet up in the town circle when you're finished. Remember, have fun. It's Hogsmeade.
Pójdę tam. Potem do tych trzech tutaj. Hogwarts Head. To. Stick, Zone, Horse. Square. Co to jest?
Revelio.
Hengist of Woodgrove. This statue is Hufflepuff Hengist. Hengist of Woodgrove. The founder of the village of Hufflepuff
Hengist of Woodgrove.
Bo miałem iść do Ollivandersa i do Magic Nip, chyba Brudem.
Have you ever been a vampire worth knowing?
I told you not to go down that path.
Miss Peck from Brood and Peck said a customer lost a deeracle around here. I know we're not supposed to go down there. I just thought...
You could have got us in a lot of trouble.
I'm very sorry, Father. Only she said I might earn a reward. Instead, I just wasted our time. There you are! Ha! Finally! I'll have enough for that wind wisp. Ah, well, not meant to be. Also, I may have knocked over a dustbin back there.
Never mind, I'll fix it, as always.
Welcome to J. Pippin's Potions.
Pardon me, sir.
Oh, thank goodness. When I heard the bell, I thought you were Miss Lawang. Not that she deigns to come here. Though I don't believe I've seen your face here before, either.
Oh, it's my first time in Hogsmeade, actually.
Is it really? Well, Parry Pippin at your service. And this is J. Pippin's Potions. Potions for all ailments. You'll have read it on the sign, of course, but Grandfather always made me say it in full. How may I help you today?
Professor Weasley sent me to collect some recipes. I'm new to Hogwarts.
You're the student she sent the owl about. I set your things aside immediately. I suspected if you're anything like I was at your age, you'd want your potion supplies. Is it not the most fascinating art to potion making? Rivals anything you can do with a wand, I've always said.
Are potions really that versatile?
They may not be as showy as spellwork, but make no mistake, they are just as powerful. They can heal, destroy, protect. You'll discover all of this soon enough. As it's your first time in, I should mention that it's not just potion recipes I sell. I also offer ready-made drafts for all manner of uses, and I unveil new ones from time to time. Pop in when you can so you don't miss out on anything. But for now, let's get you those recipes, shall we? What can I do for you today?
Give me recipes.
Feel free to take a look at the rest of my inventory, or come back another time if you're in a rush today.
Dobra, jedziemy. I teraz...
What can I do for you today?
Well, hello there.
Pardon me, sir. I'm here for...
Oh, the dittany for the new fifth year. I take it back to you then. Merlin's beard. Starting at Hogwarts as a fifth year. You must be positively real Infinito.
Not at all. I'm choosing to see it all as one big adventure.
Well, bravo. Not everyone has the temperament to take things as they come. Name's Timothy Teasdale, by the way, and this is my shop, the Magic Knee. I keep the cart out here because I like a good chat. Can't very well be in the thick of things if I'm in the way inside.
I suppose not.
In addition to seeds, I have plenty of plants. Grow everything myself. My speciality is potion ingredients. Even Pippin purchases from me. But what say we get you a packet of dip? Let me guess. You're after something fresh? Do have a look around. Plenty of ingredients to pique your interest, I'd wager.
Dobra, jest mandragora, ale mandragora trzeba... Ale... Co jest przydatne już jak teraz wiem, to malusi. Na pewno. Zawsze jak teraz to będzie...
Revelio.
Nie Thompson's Cross, tylko jakiś... coś... Nie, jakoś inaczej to się nazywało, nie pamiętam. Dobra, 30 mandragora, ale mandragora trzeba... Ale... Co jest przydatne już jak teraz wiem, to malusi. Zawsze jak teraz to będzie... Oliwander teraz. Jedziemy dalej.
Nothing warms a body like incendium. Merlin, blooming again.
I'll be right with... Ah, it's you. Just a moment, please.
Hello, sir. I'm looking for...
For a new wand, yes. It's about time.
Yes, about time.
Well, you're our new fifth-year student, are you not? Oh, what am I saying? Of course you are. Gerbold Ollivander's the name. But of course, you'll have heard of the Ollivanders, I'm sure. Finest wand makers in the world. It's a pleasure to meet you, truly. Now, come with me. Let's find you the perfect wand, shall we? No, you, yes, of course. You might do. Yeah, give it a try. Look ahead, swish. Really swish. What is it? We've got you. No, not you. Perhaps, yes. Around 30 quarter meters, very hard, see? Let's give this one a try. Not ready, finish up, no. This is going to be trickier than I anticipated. Where are you? Perhaps you? There you are. Yes, I think you might be the one. Here, take it.
Curious indeed.
How intriguing.
Curious indeed.
How intriguing.
Curious indeed.
Ah, phoenix feather. Exceptionally rare, and a core with a strong sense of initiative.
Let's go.
What do you think? Extraordinary. Another wand, another beginning of a bright and magical future. Now, how did that feel?
Good. Different. I sensed a sort of surge of some kind.
A match? Your connection seemed particularly powerful. The right wand will learn from you, just as you learn from it.
I'm eager to try it out.
Of course. And a phoenix feather core is terribly selective. This will be an excellent match indeed. And the bond between you and your wand should only grow stronger. Do not be surprised at your new wand's ability to perceive your intentions, particularly in a moment of need.
That sounds wonderful, Mr. Ollivander.
I'll let you get to it. Do come and see me again if ever I can be of further assistance.
Revelio. Revelio. Lumos. Revelio. Lumos. Revelio. Lumos. Revelio.
Tyle tych lochów.
An inquiring mind.
Pardon me, sir. I'm here for the spellcrafts Professor Weasley ordered.
Matilda, student. I thought I might be seeing you soon. I am the proprietor here, Thomas Brown. I take it you've had a conjuring lesson then?
I'm afraid I haven't yet, sir.
But you will soon enough. It is magic at its purest, creating something out of nothing. Of course, it is not without complexity, but that is where my spellcrafts come in. Stay the course, and you could soon impress even Professor Weasley.
That's certainly something to aspire to, Mr. Brown. I look forward to that day.
And I too see in it. Spellcrafts are incredibly useful for conjuring unique items like custom pieces of furniture or decoration. But I shall let Professor Weasley do the teaching. For now, let's get the spellcrafts you need. A potting table and a potion station, yes?
I believe so, sir.
Good. Nothing like being able to grow your own ingredients and brew what you want when you want. Let's have a look. Let's look at what we have, shall we?
Small potions.
If you're interested, feel free to take a look around at the rest of my inventory.
Well, that's everything. Better go and find Sebastian.
Dobra, najpierw nie Sebastian. Najpierw patrz, jak już jest w sklepie, to robisz gir. Sebastianka, let's go. Chyba, że przerwiemy teraz. Zaczniemy z Sebastianem już następne nagranie. Tak, myślę, że tu skończymy. Muszę zrobić sobie przerwę i kontynuacja w następnym odcinku części. Let's go!